Picture this: you walk into your kitchen, open the fridge, and there they are: bright greens, deep purples, fiery reds, and earthy oranges. Vegetables, nature's medicine cabinet, sitting quietly, waiting for you to unlock their power. And here's the truth most people don't realize: vegetables aren't just side dishes. They're frontline warriors, protecting your body, healing your cells, and fueling your energy. After decades of research, doctors and nutritionists agree vegetables are the single most important category of food when it comes to health, longevity, and disease prevention. But not all vegetables are created equal. Some pack an extraordinary punch, nutrient-dense, fiber-rich, antioxidant-loaded gifts from the earth that repair damage, fight inflammation, and reverse aging from the inside out. Today, I want to walk you through the top 10 healthiest vegetables you must eat, the ones science consistently proves can change the trajectory of your health no matter your age. Number 1, spinach. This leafy green may look light, but it's a heavyweight champion, packed with iron, folate, magnesium, and plant compounds that strengthen your eyes and protect your heart. Spinach is a nutrient goldmine. Eating spinach regularly lowers blood pressure, improves bone health, and even helps your brain stay sharp with age. Think about it: 1 cup of spinach has more nutrients than most meals people eat. Add it to your eggs, blend it into smoothies, toss it into soups. You'll barely taste it, but your body will thank you. Number 2, kale. Some call it the king of greens, and for good reason. Kale is overflowing with vitamins A, C, and K, antioxidants that fight free radical damage, and fiber that keeps your gut thriving. What makes kale stand out is its ability to reduce cholesterol and detoxify the liver. Studies show that kale helps sweep toxins out of your system, strengthens immunity, and even protects against cancer. Saute it with garlic, bake it into chips, or mix it with olive oil and lemon for a salad that feels like medicine disguised as food. Number 3, broccoli. If there's one vegetable you should never skip, it's broccoli. Inside those tiny green florets are compounds called sulforaphane, powerful agents proven to fight cancer, lower inflammation, and improve heart health. Broccoli is also rich in vitamin C, calcium, and fiber, nutrients that build strong bones and support digestion. The beauty of broccoli is how versatile it is. Steam it, roast it, stir, fry it, or toss it in a salad. And here's a tip: pair it with a squeeze of lemon to boost nutrient absorption. Number 4, Brussels sprouts. These mini cabbages are nutritional powerhouses, loaded with vitamin K for strong bones, vitamin C for glowing skin, and antioxidants that protect your DNA. Brussels sprouts are one of the most protective foods on the planet. They're particularly good for reducing inflammation and balancing blood sugar, 2 things that become more critical as we age. Roasted with olive oil until they're crispy, they turn into a delicious, crave-worthy dish that feels indulgent but heals you from the inside out. Number 5, carrots. You've probably heard carrots are good for your eyes, and it's true. They're packed with beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, vital for vision. But carrots go far beyond eyesight. They improve immunity, support healthy skin, and reduce the risk of certain cancers. They also help balance cholesterol and protect your heart. Whether raw, roasted, or juiced, carrots add a sweet, earthy flavor and a massive health boost. Number 6, garlic. Technically not a vegetable in the same way as greens or roots, but it deserves a top spot. Garlic has been used for thousands of years as medicine, and modern science confirms why. It lowers blood pressure, reduces cholesterol, boosts the immune system, and has powerful anti-inflammatory and antibacterial effects. People who eat garlic regularly have a lower risk of heart disease, stroke, and even certain cancers. Chop it, crush it, roast it. Just make sure it's part of your meals often. Number 7, sweet potatoes. Unlike regular potatoes, sweet potatoes are loaded with antioxidants, fiber, and vitamins A and C. Their vibrant orange flesh comes from beta-carotene, a nutrient that strengthens your immune system and protects your eyes. Sweet potatoes also help stabilize blood sugar, making them a great option for those with diabetes. Baked, mashed, or roasted, they're one of the most delicious, satisfying, and healing vegetables you can eat. Number 8, bell peppers. Whether red, yellow, or green, bell peppers are bursting with vitamin C, more than an orange! They're also loaded with antioxidants like carotenoids that protect your eyes, improve skin, and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. The bright colors are nature's signal that these vegetables are protecting you on a cellular level. Slice them raw for crunch, grill them, or add them to stir fries for a powerful health boost. Number 9, beets. Beets may stain your fingers, but they also cleanse your blood vessels. They're rich in nitrates that naturally lower blood pressure and improve blood flow to the brain and muscles. That means better memory, sharper thinking, and stronger stamina. Beets also detoxify the liver and reduce inflammation. Roasted beets, beet juice, or even grated raw beets in salads can work wonders for your circulation and vitality. And finally, number 10, onions. Like garlic, onions are part of the allium family and contain powerful compounds that reduce inflammation, fight bacteria, and improve heart health. Onions also support digestion and have been linked to a lower risk of several cancers. They add flavor to nearly every dish and can transform a simple meal into something healing and delicious. Now here's the thing, these 10 vegetables are not just about single nutrients. They work together, creating synergy in your body. Eating a colorful variety each day is like giving your body an army of protectors. Greens detoxify, roots energize, cruciferous vegetables fight disease, and alliums like garlic and onions strengthen your immunity. When you make these foods the foundation of your meals, you're building a shield against aging, fatigue, and illness. But the real secret is consistency. Eating broccoli once won't change your health, just like one workout won't build muscle. It's the small daily habit of choosing these vegetables, of filling your plate with color and life, that transforms your body over time. Imagine your cells regenerating faster, your brain staying sharper, your heart pumping stronger, all because of the quiet power of vegetables. So the next time you sit down for a meal, look at your plate and ask, where are the vegetables? Are they bright, fresh, and abundant? Or are they missing, pushed aside like an afterthought? Because the truth is, vegetables are not the side, they are the star. And when you make them the center of your meals, your body rewards you with strength, energy, and years of vibrant living. Think for a moment about what a vegetable really is. It's not just something green you put on the side of your plate to feel less guilty about eating dessert. Vegetables are living packages of nutrients, medicine, and energy designed by nature not only to help plants survive, but also to help humans thrive. After the age of 50 or 60, vegetables stop being optional. They become your frontline defense against disease, decline, and premature aging. They don't just feed your body. They protect your DNA, lower inflammation, fuel your mitochondria, and literally slow down the ticking of your biological clock. And yet, most people eat far too few of them, and often the wrong kinds. So let's dive deeper into why the 10 healthiest vegetables can completely transform your life after 50, and how you can make them part of your daily habits in ways that actually stick. Let's start with leafy greens: spinach, kale, Swiss chard, arugula. These are like a multivitamin straight from the earth. They're packed with magnesium, which your body needs desperately as you age, because magnesium helps regulate blood pressure, calms the nervous system, keeps your muscles strong, and improves sleep. Seniors with low magnesium levels often complain of leg cramps at night, poor sleep, or even heart palpitations, and yet all of that could be improved with something as simple as a daily serving of greens. Beyond magnesium, leafy greens are loaded with vitamin K, which keeps your bones strong and helps prevent fractures, one of the greatest risks of aging. Imagine how powerful it is that you can literally eat your way into stronger bones without relying only on pills. And let's not forget lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoids found in leafy greens that protect your eyes from macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of blindness after 60. Eating a salad every day is like giving your eyes a shield against time itself. Next, let's talk about cruciferous vegetables: broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and cabbage. These aren't just vegetables, they're detox machines. They contain compounds called glucosinolates, which your body converts into sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is a powerhouse molecule that activates your body's own detox pathways, helping to flush out carcinogens, reduce oxidative stress, and switch on genes that fight inflammation. Think of cruciferous vegetables as your body's internal housekeeping service, sweeping out toxins before they can do damage. And here's something fascinating: research has shown that people who eat more cruciferous vegetables have a significantly lower risk of certain cancers, especially colon and breast cancer. For seniors, this is especially critical because cancer risk rises sharply with age. Adding broccoli to your weekly meals isn't just about fiber and vitamins. It's about cancer prevention at the cellular level. Another superstar vegetable is garlic. Yes, technically it's a bulb, but it deserves to be called one of the healthiest vegetables you can eat. Garlic has been studied for decades for its ability to lower blood pressure, reduce cholesterol, improve circulation, and even fight infections. It contains allicin, a sulfur compound released when garlic is chopped or crushed, which has potent antibacterial and antiviral properties. For seniors with weakened immune systems, garlic can serve as a natural shield. But garlic's benefits go even further. It helps keep your arteries flexible, reducing the risk of strokes and heart attacks. Think of garlic as nature's blood thinner, without the dangerous side effects of pharmaceuticals. And let's be honest, it makes your food taste amazing, so there's really no excuse not to use it daily. Then there's sweet potatoes. These are more than just a comforting, naturally sweet root vegetable. They are loaded with beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A that keeps your skin glowing, your immune system strong, and your vision sharp. Sweet potatoes also have a unique type of fiber that feeds your gut bacteria. And gut health, especially after 50, is one of the most underestimated aspects of aging. When your gut bacteria are healthy, they reduce inflammation throughout your body, improve nutrient absorption, and even balance your mood by supporting serotonin production. In other words, sweet potatoes don't just fill you up, they keep your whole system working in harmony. Carrots belong in this conversation as well, not just because they're rich in beta-carotene, but also because they contain powerful antioxidants like luteolin, which has been shown to protect the brain from age-related decline. Imagine sharpening your memory, slowing down dementia risk, and keeping your mind vibrant simply by snacking on carrots. Seniors who eat more brightly colored vegetables, like carrots and bell peppers, often have sharper cognitive performance. Why? Because those antioxidants fight off free radicals that damage brain cells. Your brain consumes a huge amount of oxygen every single day, and oxygen creates oxidative stress. Antioxidants are the defense team, and carrots bring them in abundance. We also can't leave out tomatoes. They are rich in lycopene, a compound that has been linked to lower risks of prostate cancer in men and cardiovascular disease in both men and women. Lycopene is more bioavailable when tomatoes are cooked, which means that tomato sauce, tomato paste, or roasted tomatoes are some of the best ways to reap these benefits. This is one case where cooking doesn't destroy the nutrients, but actually makes them more powerful. For seniors struggling with high blood pressure or cholesterol, incorporating tomato-based dishes can be a delicious and protective strategy. And it doesn't hurt that tomatoes add richness and flavor to almost every cuisine. Let's not forget onions. Onions are rich in quercetin, a flavonoid with strong anti-inflammatory and antihistamine properties. Seniors often deal with chronic inflammation, arthritis, sinus problems, allergies, and even cardiovascular disease. Onions can help calm those fires from the inside out. Some studies even suggest onions may improve bone density, which again becomes a critical issue after 50. And while raw onions provide the strongest punch, even cooked onions retain a wealth of benefits. The key is consistency, making them part of your meals daily. Then we have peppers, especially red, yellow, and orange bell peppers. They're loaded with vitamin C. In fact, ounce for ounce, they have more vitamin C than oranges. Vitamin C is essential for collagen production, which means healthier skin, stronger joints, and better wound healing. Seniors who increase vitamin C intake often notice better skin elasticity, fewer wrinkles, and less joint pain. Beyond that, the colorful pigments in peppers are powerful antioxidants that protect against cellular damage. Brightly colored vegetables are not just pretty on your plate, they're potent anti-aging medicines. Cucumbers might seem too mild to make the list, but they have a unique benefit: hydration. As you age, your sense of thirst diminishes, which makes dehydration a common problem. Cucumbers are over 90% water, but they also contain silica, a compound that supports connective tissue health. Eating cucumbers daily helps keep your skin supple, your joints cushioned, and your body hydrated without needing to chug endless glasses of water. And because they're so light and refreshing, cucumbers are easy to add to salads, sandwiches, or snacks. Finally, mushrooms, while technically fungi, they function like vegetables in the diet and offer unique compounds you can't get elsewhere. Mushrooms are one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D, which becomes harder to obtain from sunlight as your skin ages. Low vitamin D is linked to weaker bones, lower immunity, and higher risk of depression. Beyond vitamin D, mushrooms contain beta-glucans, which enhance immune function, making them powerful allies in preventing infections and supporting long-term health. Varieties like shiitake, maitake, and reishi even contain compounds that fight cancer and lower cholesterol. Adding mushrooms to your weekly diet can give you benefits no pill can replicate. Now, the secret isn't just knowing these vegetables, but understanding how to use them strategically. Eating them raw sometimes is important because enzymes and vitamin C are highest that way. Other times, cooking them unlocks even more powerful nutrients like lycopene in tomatoes or carotenoids in carrots. Variety is the key. Rotate through these vegetables so your body gets a wide range of antioxidants, minerals, and plant compounds. Each vegetable supports a different organ, a different system, a different aspect of aging. When combined, they act like a symphony, every instrument playing its part, creating harmony in your health. So the next time you look at your plate, don't just see food. See your medicine cabinet. See your shield against disease. See your fountain of youth. Because the truth is, aging doesn't have to be a slow decline. With the right vegetables, eaten consistently, you can age vibrantly, powerfully, and with energy that surprises even you. Imagine yourself at 70, 80, even 90, walking with strength, thinking with clarity, smiling with joy, and knowing that the choices you made every day were the foundation for that life. That power is in your hands. That power is on your plate. And it starts today with vegetables. Let's go deeper, because knowing the list of the top vegetables is only the beginning. The real transformation happens when you take these foods and begin weaving them into your daily life in ways that feel natural, enjoyable, and sustainable. Too many people hear advice about vegetables and treat it like a checklist. They'll say, okay, I had broccoli once this week, maybe I'm good, or they'll eat a small side salad and convince themselves they've covered their bases. But the body doesn't thrive on occasional effort. It thrives on rhythm, on consistency, on habits that turn nutrients into a daily flood, not a trickle. Think of vegetables like brushing your teeth. You don't brush once a week and expect healthy gums. You do it every day. The same logic applies to feeding your cells with vegetables. So how do we turn these nutrient-packed powerhouses into a lifestyle? First, let's talk about breakfast. Too many people, especially after 50, skip vegetables in the morning because breakfast has been sold as cereal, toast, eggs, maybe fruit, but rarely vegetables. This is one of the biggest missed opportunities for health. Imagine starting your day with a warm veggie omelet loaded with spinach, onions, and mushrooms, or a smoothie blended with kale, cucumber, and carrots. Within minutes, you've already given your body antioxidants, fiber, minerals, and hydration. That's like firing up your immune system and protecting your DNA before you even step out the door. And if you're thinking, that doesn't sound appealing, remember, habits are learned. Once you start, your body begins to crave the nourishment. Lunch is another key opportunity. Instead of a heavy sandwich with processed meats and white bread, think about building a plate where vegetables are the star. A bowl of roasted Brussels sprouts, sweet potatoes, and red peppers drizzled with olive oil, and a sprinkle of garlic isn't just satisfying, it stabilizes your blood sugar and prevents the afternoon crash. For seniors, that's critical. Blood sugar spikes, and drops don't just make you tired, they damage your arteries, cloud your memory, and speed up aging. Vegetables provide the fiber and slow, digesting carbohydrates that keep your blood sugar steady, protecting your brain and your heart. Now let's think about dinner. This is where people are often most willing to put vegetables on the plate, but the mistake is portion size. The vegetables usually become the cider dish, not the centerpiece. If you flip that, if vegetables take up half your plate and proteins and starches share the rest, your body shifts into repair mode. Imagine roasted cauliflower tossed with turmeric and black pepper, grilled asparagus with lemon, or zucchini sautéed with garlic and olive oil. These aren't bland side dishes. They're rich, flavorful, and deeply healing. When you eat like this regularly, you'll notice your digestion improves, your joints ache less, your energy stabilizes, and your sleep deepens. But let's step away from meals for a second and talk about snacking. This is another blind spot for many. Snacks are usually crackers, chips, cookies, or processed bars. Seniors often eat these out of habit or convenience, but every one of those choices accelerates aging. What if instead you kept sliced cucumbers in your fridge, ready to grab with hummus? Or carrot sticks and celery paired with guacamole? These are not just healthier swaps, they are nutrient infusions. Every snack becomes an opportunity to push disease further away. The truth is, vegetables can fit into every eating occasion. It just requires a shift in mindset. Now let's go deeper into the why. For each of these vegetables, because once you understand the mechanisms, it motivates you to stay consistent. Take leafy greens again. They increase nitric oxide production in your blood vessels. Nitric oxide relaxes and dilates arteries, lowering blood pressure and improving circulation. Poor circulation is one of the leading reasons seniors experience fatigue, memory problems, and sexual health decline. So when you eat spinach, you're not just eating fiber and iron, you're literally opening your blood vessels so your brain, heart, and muscles get more oxygen. That means sharper thinking, more endurance, even better intimacy. Think about that. Something as humble as kale has the power to restore what many believe aging has taken from them. Now, cruciferous vegetables. Beyond their cancer-fighting compounds, they also influence your hormones. Sulforaphane helps balance estrogen metabolism, which is particularly protective for both men and women after midlife. This reduces the risk of hormone-driven cancers like breast and prostate cancer. But here's something even more incredible. Sulforaphane has been shown to switch on genes that promote longevity. It's like flipping the switches in your DNA that say repair, regenerate, rejuvenate. Every time you eat broccoli sprouts or Brussels sprouts, you're sending signals at the genetic level for your body to resist aging. How powerful is that? Garlic deserves another spotlight. Many seniors deal with chronic low-grade infections or inflammation they don't even realize. Gum disease, sinus infections, slow healing wounds. These are often brushed off as normal aging, but they're signs the immune system is struggling. Garlic supports your immune system's ability to fight pathogens while lowering systemic inflammation. It even helps your gut microbiome, feeding beneficial bacteria that in turn support everything from digestion to mood stability. Think of garlic as a commander in your body's army, coordinating defenses across multiple systems. And sweet potatoes. Here's a fascinating detail. The Okinawans of Japan, one of the longest living populations in the world, have traditionally eaten diets rich in purple sweet potatoes. These varieties are loaded with anthocyanins, antioxidants that not only reduce inflammation but also protect neurons. That's part of why rates of dementia and Alzheimer's have been historically lower in populations that eat these vibrant root vegetables. Sweet potatoes also stabilize blood sugar, which helps prevent diabetes, a condition that accelerates nearly every form of aging. Carrots, with their bright orange pigment, do more than help your vision. That pigment, beta-carotene, integrates into your skin and acts like an internal sunscreen, protecting you from UV damage. For seniors worried about skin cancer, that's no small thing. And here's another bonus. Carrots help keep your skin vibrant and youthful because antioxidants prevent collagen breakdown. Aging skin isn't just about wrinkles, it's about the structural proteins beneath the surface. When you give your body the raw materials and antioxidants it needs, your skin can reflect health, not just age. Tomatoes rich in lycopene actually store that compound in your prostate, your skin, and your arteries. That means every tomato-based meal you eat is literally delivering protective molecules to the very organs most vulnerable in later life. Lycopene is also one of the strongest antioxidants for reducing oxidative stress in the heart, helping prevent heart disease, which remains the #1 killer of seniors worldwide. Imagine the comfort of knowing that your simple pasta sauce or tomato soup is delivering one of the most protective compounds known to science. Onions are fascinating because quercetin also supports your mitochondria, those tiny engines in your cells that produce energy. Seniors often complain of low energy, but it's not just getting older. It's mitochondrial decline. By eating onions regularly, you're feeding those energy factories, helping your body produce ATP more efficiently. More ATP means more energy, sharper thinking, better muscle strength. Suddenly, you're not dragging through the day, you're energized again. Bell peppers add not just color, but also resilience. Vitamin C plays a critical role in collagen, yes, but it also helps recycle other antioxidants in your body. It keeps vitamin E and glutathione active longer, extending your antioxidant defenses. Seniors eating more peppers actually improve their internal antioxidant recycling system. That means fewer free radicals, less DNA damage, and slower cellular aging. Cucumbers, with their high water content, may seem simple, but hydration is one of the most overlooked keys to senior health. Dehydration leads to confusion, constipation, urinary tract infections, and even falls. By eating cucumbers daily, you're ensuring your tissues remain hydrated and your kidneys function more efficiently. And because they're alkaline, cucumbers also help balance the body's pH, reducing the acid load that contributes to inflammation. And mushrooms, these deserve far more attention. Beta-glucans in mushrooms actually train your immune system to respond more effectively. They act like coaches preparing your white blood cells for battle. This is why mushrooms are often studied for their role in reducing the frequency and severity of infections in older adults. And remember, seniors often have declining vitamin D, which mushrooms can help restore naturally. Vitamin D is critical not just for bones, but also for mood, immunity, and even cancer prevention. Adding mushrooms to your diet is like strengthening your body's shield from multiple angles. But here's the most important truth. It's not about eating 1 or 2 vegetables once in a while. It's about creating synergy. When you eat a rainbow of vegetables every day, you flood your body with hundreds of phytonutrients that work together. Some neutralize free radicals, others switch on detox genes, others feed your gut bacteria, others balance your hormones. No single supplement can do what a plate of colorful vegetables can. Your body doesn't thrive on isolation, it thrives on synergy. That's why variety is your greatest weapon against aging. Now picture your life a few months from now if you truly commit to this. You wake up with more energy. Your joints don't ache as much. Your digestion feels smooth and regular. Your skin looks fresher, more hydrated. Your eyes feel sharper. You walk with more strength and confidence. You even notice your mood improving because your brain chemistry is being supported by nutrients you weren't giving yourself before. People look at you and wonder what your secret is. And the truth is, it's not a pill, not a complicated procedure, not some expensive therapy. It's vegetables. Simple, natural, consistent vegetables. This is where you reclaim your power. Because aging is not about giving up, it's about doubling down on the basics that sustain life. And vegetables are the foundation of that. They're not optional anymore. They are your medicine, your shield, your path to vitality. Every bite is a step away from disease and a step toward longevity. And the best part, it's in your control. Starting today, imagine sitting down with a notebook, not to count calories or restrict yourself, but to design a life that feeds your body exactly what it has been crying out for. When people over 50 or 60 hear they should eat more vegetables, the immediate thought is often, that sounds like a lot of work, or I don't know how to cook all that. But the truth is, it doesn't have to be complicated. It's not about learning gourmet techniques or spending hours in the kitchen. It's about simple, repeatable patterns that slip into your routine so smoothly that they feel effortless. And once they're in place, you'll wonder why you didn't do it sooner. Let's start by painting a picture of a typical day where vegetables carry you through from sunrise to sunset. You wake up in the morning, and instead of reaching for a sugary cereal or just a cup of coffee, you open your fridge and there it is, a jar of pre-washed spinach, a cucumber, and a bag of frozen berries. You toss a handful of spinach into the blender. You won't even taste it once the berries go in. Then you slice in a cucumber for hydration, maybe a piece of carrot or celery for fiber, blend that with water or unsweetened almond milk, and suddenly you're drinking a glass that hydrates you, feeds your gut bacteria, and primes your blood vessels for better circulation. You've just turned breakfast into your first act of healing. Now, mid-morning arrives and most people reach for cookies, biscuits, or chips. But what if instead you had carrot sticks or sliced bell peppers ready? They're crunchy, colorful, and naturally sweet, so they satisfy the craving for something to bite into. Pair that with a small handful of nuts, and you've created a powerful combination of antioxidants, vitamin C, and plant fats that stabilize blood sugar and prevent the energy crash that leaves you yawning by 11 a.m. Seniors especially benefit here because that steady energy protects your brain from fog and keeps you sharp. Lunchtime often becomes the point where people give in to convenience, but here's where you can take control with almost no effort. Imagine roasting a tray of vegetables at the start of the week: broccoli, cauliflower, sweet potatoes, zucchini, and onions, all tossed with olive oil, garlic, and a pinch of salt. Store them in a container, and when it's lunchtime, simply scoop some onto your plate, maybe add a piece of grilled fish or a hard-boiled egg. That's it. 10 minutes, and you've got a nutrient-dense meal that doesn't just fill you, it fortifies you. And the beauty of roasted vegetables is that they taste even better cold, so there's no excuse of not having time to reheat. Dinner is often where people feel stuck. They've been conditioned to think of meat or starch as the centerpiece, with vegetables as a token addition. But imagine flipping that script. Instead of asking, "What meat am I having tonight?" start by asking, "Which vegetable do I want to celebrate tonight?" Maybe it's asparagus with lemon, maybe it's a zucchini stir fry with ginger, maybe it's a mushroom soup with garlic. Build around that. If you want protein, add some beans, lentils, or chicken, but let vegetables dominate the plate. When you do that night after night, your body begins to repair itself during sleep. Your digestion becomes smoother, your arteries thank you, and your muscles have the micronutrients they need to recover. Now, here's the critical truth that often gets missed. The body doesn't just need vegetables for vitamins. It needs them for what science calls phytochemicals, plant compounds that talk directly to your DNA. Think of sulforaphane from broccoli sprouts. When you eat it, it literally switches on genes that protect against oxidative stress. Think of anthocyanins from purple cabbage or sweet potatoes. They strengthen your blood vessels and your memory. Lycopene from tomatoes actually accumulates in your prostate and your skin, guarding those tissues against damage. These aren't abstract ideas. They're molecular shields that your body desperately needs, especially as the years add up. Without them, inflammation rises, cells mutate, and systems break down. With them, you turn the tide of aging. But how do you make this sustainable? The secret is preparation. Seniors often say, "I don't have the energy to cook every day," and that's valid. The answer is batch preparation. Dedicate just 2 times a week to chopping, roasting, steaming, or blending. Store vegetables in clear containers so they're the first thing you see when you open the fridge. Keep hummus, guacamole, or yogurt dips on hand to make vegetables more inviting. If you struggle with chewing raw vegetables, steam them lightly so they're softer but still packed with nutrients. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. And here's another layer: diversity. The human gut has trillions of bacteria that control everything from digestion to mood to immunity. They thrive when you give them a variety of plant fibers. That means you don't want to eat the same 2 vegetables every day. Rotate through the rainbow. Monday could be spinach and carrots. Tuesday could be Brussels sprouts and mushrooms. Wednesday could be cucumbers and bell peppers. Each different plant feeds a different species of bacteria, and the more species you nourish, the stronger your immune system becomes. In fact, studies show that seniors with the most diverse plant intake have sharper minds, stronger immunity, and even live longer. Now think about how this connects to muscle strength, which is one of the biggest concerns after 60. Sarcopenia, or muscle loss, is not inevitable. Protein helps, yes, but vegetables play a hidden role too. Magnesium from leafy greens helps your muscles contract and recover. Potassium from sweet potatoes prevents cramping and maintains fluid balance in your muscles. Antioxidants from peppers and carrots reduce oxidative stress in muscle tissue, speeding up repair. Without these nutrients, even the best exercise and protein plan won't deliver results. That's why athletes, young and old, flood their diets with vegetables. They know recovery depends on them. For seniors, this is doubly true. Let's also talk about brain health. Cognitive decline is one of the most feared aspects of aging, but vegetables are your brain's lifeline. Lutein from spinach and kale embeds itself in your brain and improves memory. Flavonoids from onions and berries reduce the buildup of amyloid plaques linked to Alzheimer's. Vitamin K from leafy greens supports the nervous system's communication. Think about it, every forkful of vegetables is literally laying down protection for your memories, your personality, your very identity. Food is not just fuel, it's the raw material for who you are. And here's the emotional part. Imagine 10 years from now. You're in your 70s, maybe 80s. Do you want to be the person who struggles to get out of a chair, who forgets familiar names, who feels tired all the time? Or do you want to be the one who still walks confidently, who remembers stories to share with grandchildren, who travels, gardens, laughs, and lives fully? That choice is being written right now on your plate in the foods you choose daily. Vegetables are not small side items. They are the foundation of a future worth living. Think about cultures known for longevity. Okinawans in Japan, Mediterraneans in Greece and Italy, Sardinians in Italy. What do they all have in common? Vegetables at the heart of every meal. Not pills, not fad diets, not secret superfoods sold in bottles. Just real, colorful vegetables eaten in abundance. These people don't just live long, they live well, with strength and vitality. And you can bring that same wisdom into your life without moving across the world. So the question becomes, will you treat vegetables as optional, or will you embrace them as your most powerful ally against aging? The science is clear, the examples are clear, and the results are within reach. All it takes is commitment. Because once you commit, you will notice changes, not in years, but in weeks. Better energy, better digestion, deeper sleep, clearer skin, stronger immunity. Every system of your body will thank you. And when someone asks you, what's your secret? How do you look and feel so strong after 60? You'll smile knowing the answer is simple. You gave your body what it always needed, vegetables every single day.